All right. This is CWTFB Radio. I am your host, Charlie Machine, alongside my right-hand man, Cash, no motherfucking sense.
Chiz and Cash, and y'all niggas know you need some cash, man. Put it on the parlay. Pray for the parlay.
Pray for the parlay,
Pray for
man.
all parlays. Thank you.
Episode 179, man. We in the Garage Media Center at the Sound Lab, man. Shout out to all the creatives in here, man. You know, it's home base. You know, shout out to Nicole Da Silva. Shout out to my man 211, RX Pandemic in the building. My man Kong, get it on. You know what I'm saying? Any team you want, you need a nigga like Kong. You know what I'm saying? My man Samba. You got Devo, J Rose. My man Stoop Kid always in the building. Shout out Bonita Applebaum. You gotta put me on. All of the above, man. You already know, like,
killed that.
We here every motherfucking week, man. And we cooking, man. This is Black Culture Through Music, man.
Black,
how you
y'all
doing, my brother?
Come on, baby. You know we here. Love in the building. It's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's a lot
Thursday.
of love in here right now, man. There's a lot of
Thursday
love.
and every other Thursday.
Yeah, you know that. You know that, man. What's been going on in the world, man, that you want to talk about today, man?
Nah, we gonna save that. I think we're gonna save the time. There's
we
a
gonna
lot.
see.
There's a lot.
There's a whole lot. There's a lot to unpack.
Like,
right now.
we didn't get to talk about anything last week.
Right, because the walk-off, Manny Ramirez,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Playboy.
so,
you know what I'm saying? It was crazy. It was crazy.
So, you know, that was the first. I don't want to have a lot of walk-offs.
Yeah.
I don't intend to have a guest to have them walk off.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But so
there's only so many, you know what I mean, home runners.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
that was easy. That was underhanded.
Yeah, right,
You know what I mean?
right.
Just T-ball, nigga. Yeah. So,
All right, but anyway, yo, so let's do this. Let's get into these ratings, man.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk to the guests, man. We're going to talk about anything and everything under the sun, man. It's going to be a good episode. Red Cups and ratings, like we do every motherfucking week. We got two albums that we want to talk about from different creatives in the scene out here. The first project we're going to talk about this week, man, is by my man Milk Shaw Benedict. This is Mixtape Milk 2. It's about 14 tracks long. Most. 39 minutes in its entirety. What you think, bro?
I mean, I'm happy to hear Milk is back. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Shout my man Milk.
Milk is he's one of them niggas like where like he's a smart ass nigga and he knows how to manipulate his bars. He dumbs down his rap.
You think he dumbs it down?
Yeah, I think he like.
I don't think he does.
I think he has fun with it when he's having fun with it. Like he's like playing. You could tell when he's having fun on a record,
right?
And when he's trying to deliver a message,
right?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like with me and Milk, like it's perfect. It's a perfect combo. He'd be speaking directly to me. He'd be like, "Cash, here, this one's for you."
Right.
I mean? So like the joint with Funeral and Bell, fucking that's my shit.
Zero excuses,
no celebrations, nigga.
Yeah, I like that.
That's my shit.
I like that.
You know what I mean? You know that's how we ride.
Right.
So it's like
you got to keep moving, man.
Yeah,
ain't no excuses.
Yeah, he a young nigga and he understands that. You know what I mean? So I fuck with Milk, man. I like the DJ. I like what's his name? Fucking Dame.
Yeah, shout out to Dame, man. He's the reason why we got Topo Chico up in here, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dame. Send it to Dame.
Yeah, I like he got Dame on the shit.
Yeah.
Doing the intro, doing the shits and shit. So
yeah,
that's just love. Like you could tell like Dame wanted him to be out there too. Like nigga, let's go. Like
absolutely.
You can hear the energy in Dame's voice. You know what I mean? So it's like
yeah.
I like the project, man.
I liked it because you know he painted with a wide brush on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like he kind of did a little bit of everything. Like he had like the record with Maystar, track 4, Perennial Poppers. Yeah. Right? Popping, what you say, popping ass, popping pussy, all that shit, nigga. Popping bottles. Like, you know, I thought, you know, the energy that they came with it on, it was real fun, but it was also really lyrical too. Like, you know, Milk has a way of going from that record to the next one to come up where he was super lyrical on that. Right, and he's literally just giving you bars, giving you his insight, giving you his perspective on things. It sounded like an album, but it's a mixtape.
Yeah,
Mixtape Milk.
I could definitely hear mixtape. I wasn't in love with the production.
Right.
I wasn't like, you know, I feel
production was cool.
It was all right. It was cool. Yeah.
Nah, I mean like it, but there wasn't anything that was on it that was like what didn't you like about it?
there was no beats that I was like, as soon as I heard it, I was like, ooh, here we go. Like before I heard the rap, you know what I'm saying? Like that a nigga know when he got a beat.
Right.
You know what I mean? When a nigga know he got a beat, he gonna make sure you hear that beat. And I didn't feel that. I feel like he was ready to just rap on every record, and I get that. Cause I feel
that's what he does. He bars up.
Yeah, he bars up, and I'm not mad at it. But the beat selection,
right.
That was it.
Sacrificial Lamb Part 2 might have to be my favorite record, man. I thought it was a really good way to end it off.
Yeah.
He put his heart on that shit. And I like what he was talking about too with the subject matter of him living in New York now and talking about like, look, we can really do something with this. Like Boston
bridge.
Not only just the bridging the gap between New York and Boston, because I feel like that's been done already. I think it's just more like he's looking at what's going on out there, and he's like, there's no reason why we can't kind of emulate the same shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because New York, they have waves of sounds, my nigga. They go up and down, left, right, whatever. Right now, drill is killing everything in New York.
Literally.
No pun intended. But right now, this the perfect time for everybody to kind of band together and just, push this Boston sound. You know what I mean? So, shout out my man, Milkshaw Benedict. Most high, most. Out of 5 red cups, man, we gave my man Milkshaw Benedict a solid 4.4 out of 5. Shout out my man Milkshaw Benedict. Shout out the whole Most High Kingdom. Shout out my man Dame, man. Everybody over there doing their thing. We gonna holler at you. We gonna talk to you real soon, my brother. And it's funny because he actually texted me today, man.
Oh yeah?
Like reminded me to listen to the joint, but he didn't realize that niggas was already hip, man. But shout out Mixtape Milk.
See, we be paying attention, Milk.
Absolutely, man. All right, so the next project we gonna talk about this week.
Okay.
This is one of the surprises.
Mystery niggas.
It happens every now and then that we'll come up on something that, really kind of grabs our attention with the music. This is R&B too. Like this is not hip hop, but he brings that hip hop feel to it. He got a bop. He got a real solid sound. And we talking about Kamari. Shout out Kamari. He dropped a brief Nirvana. This is 11 tracks long. It's about 31 minutes. What you think, bro?
This is Frank Ocean's baby.
All right, okay. All right, now keep going.
Yeah, Frank Ocean had a baby with Frank Ocean. This will be it. This will be the product. Like I don't know. Like that's what I heard. Like I heard Frank and not just like, all right. So not just the melody or whatever, but like the lyric, the pen is strong.
Yeah.
The pen is strong.
Fact.
So it's not like he's writing the same shit that Frank is writing, but like he's writing his own shit.
Right.
And his own shit is hard. Like that nigga's really, his pen is really the big part of his whole shit. And then he can sing.
Yeah.
The nigga
He
could
got
sing.
range too. He got range. He did all types of shit.
Nigga was really out there singing like, these 4 walls is my shit.
That's your favorite record?
Yeah.
That's a good record.
That's a fucking banger.
That's a good record.
Yo, there's mad bangers on here though.
I wish I could, sing so I could kind of, do it, but I ain't even gonna kill y'all with that shit right now.
Nah, don't disrespect that nigga's record.
You know what I mean? But bro, I found out about Kamari when Av posted about him. He posted about him and like just kind of bigging him up, and I hear he's from Boston. Like I don't know exactly what part of Boston he's from, but he did mention on the song "Tell Me," when he said thinking back to Blue Hill Avenue and all of that and blah blah blah. So he signed to RCA, like you know what I mean. So he is a sound artist,
as he should be.
I think his sound is incredible.
Yeah,
the range on it, like he can hit high notes, he can go low with it, and like you said, bro, it's his songwriting. The dude he got it. He's fucking out of here, bro. Yeah, like I truly believe that you could literally put him up against any one of these new R&B niggas. Y'all talking about what that nigga they love so much? Fucking, I don't even know, man. I don't really be on that R&B nigga. What's the kid's name, man? Shakes always be talking about him, man. Shit, I don't even remember. But either way, man, I think he's able to go up against industry acts. You know what I mean? With what he's doing right now.
I'm surprised. I would be surprised if he hasn't written for artists.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised. His shit dropped. Because if this is his first project,
right?
Like then like that shit's crazy and like.
Well, I mean, honestly, I didn't do too much digging. Like, I didn't try to like go back, like try to find the nigga on SoundCloud and shit like that. Because that's how it always starts, right? Like, the smaller platforms and things of that nature. But
mystery niggas, man, nigga.
If anybody likes R&B, definitely tap in with Kamari, man. I mean, you're gonna love this album, start to finish.
This was it.
I literally I played this shit every single day since I heard it for the first time.
Yeah, this is a start to finish too.
Yeah, like there's no skips.
Yeah,
you don't gotta skip nothing, man. And he got different sounds too. Like he does things that almost sound like ballad music, and then he also does things with more of a upbeat flow, like. And then he does, and then you could tell he has a sense of humor too, right? Like with the record "Doctor My Eyes." He said, "Doctor, would you give me something?" He said, "I'm only 20 something." Like, you know what I mean? Like talking about. So it's my favorite record on here has to be Requiem, the last record, because it was another way, a really good way to end the project. And just kind of solidify his penmanship and his vocal skills, man. Because he hit a lot of good notes on that one too, man. So
I want to see that nigga live.
Shout out Kamari for real, man. We gotta find out who the fuck his management is, because we gotta talk to this kid, man.
This nigga, bro.
Try to just find out more about his story and things of that nature, man. Like, how the hell did he go under our radar or everybody's radar? Because a lot of niggas, I don't know how many people I sent this album to, like. Once I heard it, I was like, yo, you heard of this nigga? You heard of this nigga? No. And nobody can say yes. So, Boston, we got a gem, man. So we got to protect this man at all costs, man. Out of 5 red cups, we gave a brief Nirvana. 5 out of 5 red cups, man. Shout out to my man Kamari, man. You know that. Come on, let's go. Niggas nice. Nasty. And we don't talk about R&B as much as we should.
We don't.
But nah, this shit was moving. Yeah, you know what I mean? So keep killing it, bro, for real, man.
I thought R&B was dead. This nigga really got some shit.
You thought R&B was dead?
Yeah.
All right, we could talk about that too. All right, man. But this week, we gonna bring in our guest, man. I mean, we got somebody who's been, kind of front running the trails for a while, man.
Definitely a hometown hero.
Hometown hero for real, man. I mean, his name is known in many circles. His name is known in and outside of the industry. I mean, he's made hits after hits after hits over the years, and we just really trying to find out what he been up to, my nigga. Like, this is my guy, Supastar LT. What's the word, my boy? It's good, baby.
Family in the building, love in the building.
Yeah, definitely.
Beautiful, man.
How you doing, bro?
I can't complain, man. We just left the studio, pulled up on y'all. I fuck with the podcast. It look real good in here.
Appreciate you, man. For real, man.
It's the only podcast, man.
Yeah, I fuck with y'all shit. I told him when it come down my timeline, like, I get excited when I see y'all shit, Y'all be talking that shit, so yeah.
That's real,
We had to have you. You know that.
Yeah, it was only a matter of time, man.
I feel like we rescheduled it a couple of times.
We did. Timing.
Yeah.
But everything happens for a reason. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just when we first had the conversation, till now, I just felt like it just makes more sense now, man.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
Perfect timing, yeah.
Of course.
I'm about to put out some music and shit, so I thought it was a proper time to pull up on y'all. I don't really be doing them unless I got something going on, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Right.
So the time is right now.
Okay.
But you still got a story to tell, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. I feel like that's why we have you here.
Oh, absolutely, bro. But for the people who don't know who you are, man, you know what I mean? For any nigga who been living under a rock in Boston or whatever, but let them know who you are, what you do, what you represent.
I'm LT. I'm from Boston and shit like that. My company is SMG. That's the gang.
Yes, sir.
We to the money, turning up. Mm-hmm. We gonna live, get it done. Turn up and make it happen.
I like that, man. Yo, I always wanted to ask you, why Skyways, man? Like, why'd you name the joint Skyways?
Skyways is really like we be on the highway so much and shit like that.
Right.
And I just, just being creative, being in the car and shit like that, I was like, what way I can flip it, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I always had a love for just, getting in the car and riding, doing what we doing, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Skyways came up and I was like, yo, that'd be cool for a label and shit like that,
Right.
Shit is therapeutic though.
Nah, it is.
Like
It is.
go for a long drive or a fast drive. Not fast, but like cruise control. I like cruise control.
Fast,
Yeah.
everything fast.
A fast drive ain't therapeutic at all,
It
nigga.
ain't when you driving fast. You know what I mean? I used to just get in the car to put my babies to sleep sometimes, nigga. You know what I mean? Take them around the block. You know what I mean?
That's how you do it sometimes.
You know what I mean? Fussing ass kids, man.
Yeah, man. Fuck them kids. But anyway, what you been up to, my boy? Like, you know what I mean? It's been a while, man. Like, since we heard some new music from you.
We've been working and shit like that. Like after last year, I was doing I had a couple artists and shit, trying to do the artists and stuff.
Yeah.
And,
Damn, you want to talk about that?
yeah, I don't mind. We can talk about anything, you know?
Yeah, all right.
But like the artist thing, I was trying to focus on that. Like if I put my energy into an artist, I try to make that the main attention, you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
was chilling for a second with the music, but we back at it, you know, working.
Right. And you still got artists right now.
I got a couple producers and stuff. We got one producer on the label and shit.
Okay.
We don't really got no artists. I don't got nobody right now.
Like when you sign an artist or when you look into an artist, like how involved with their life are you trying to be? Is it just strictly music, right? Like, or
I think that's an interesting question because like we get really involved, you know, like we get involved, try to help them. For me, it's not really just the music. You just try, whoever it is, just try to better them in whatever way, you know.
yeah.
So we get involved in shit, and that could be a good thing and
I
a
was gonna
bad
say
thing.
that shit gotta. I mean, get too much involvement, nigga, you end up on an affidavit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
It's definitely a hard a balance, you know.
It's a tough balance.
Yeah.
Because, all right, so let's address the elephant in the room. Po' Boy D Rose, right?
Yeah.
He was your artist for a while, right?
Yeah.
And
I was excited to see that happen.
because when we first found out about the kid, we threw it up for him. You know what I mean?
Man, I'm gonna say this, right? Besides everything that was out there and shit like that, definitely like one of the most talented people that I think we've came across.
Right.
You know,
Hands
like
down. I like that.
I had a recording studio in Providence, and I put it upstairs from the crib, so I have a bunch of artists come through. You know, and a lot of them are successful now. You know, just doing maybe they're in L.A. and working with different labels and shit. But out of all the artists that was coming through, the kid just had
Shining.
it. Like,
Right.
Nah, he would bang out 5 records for 4 hours and just come to him. You know what I mean? Super talented and shit like that. So yeah.
So that song Zaza, like, did that happen when he was under your management?
Around that time is when he started coming to the studio, and I remember he came to me and said, "Yo, this record's gonna be the biggest record in the city." I ain't really know him like that, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, just hop on board and support.
That record was crazy.
Yeah.
You turn your men in the
Definitely.
Zaza. We laughing at him like,
That's what I was like, oh shit, that's what all that mean. I was like, these little niggas are dirty.
Yeah, no, I love the record,
I
man.
feel like it brought like a new feel to the city. I wasn't hearing that type of music. Like it was even teaching us something new.
Right.
'cause-
Yeah, it was. It taught me,
Right,
nigga.
right. I didn't know what Zaza was.
I didn't
nigga.
know what
Like,
Zaza. Yeah.
I had to look it up. I had to ask some young niggas, like, what is Zaza?
Nah, they give you clear definition in that shit, nigga. We'll turn your man into Zaza. Laughing at him like, like, nigga, like, that record was hard. But it's like, yo, sun went out.
Crazy.
I mean, the crash is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, the crash out is crazy. It's just
have you spoken to him?
Yeah, I've spoken to him. Like, I try to not to be judgmental. If somebody
can't.
my friend, right?
Yeah.
I try not to be judgmental of
What they going through and all of
what
that.
they going through in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what, I just support whoever my homeboys is, good, bad, and different. I'm gonna stand up. You know?
That's real.
So,
That's real nigga
how I
shit,
get-
man.
that's how
I respect that.
rock with it.
That is.
I respect it. It's just a wild story, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when you look at niggas like, all right, so we're in media, right? And then you read some shit and you're like, God damn. Like that's how it happened. Like, you know what I mean? And obviously we don't know the full scope of things.
Yeah.
You know, I don't you know what I'm saying? I don't fucking know.
I'm with y'all at with it. I mean,
You know what I mean?
you
But
know,
like
you
it
know.
just sounds crazy.
Yeah. I woke up one day, with like the same news as everybody else. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I know we work every day. I try to stay out of people's personal life, especially when it could be something relationship wise or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I try to guide them just like music and just whatever I think my upbringing is. Some of the older guys around me, the shit they taught me. You know what I'm saying? But like I kind of stay out the relationship side of it. You know, so I woke up to something like that too. And like I don't know if I always stay biased. I never say yeah or no when it comes to something like that.
Accusations.
I just stay clear of it and try to support the homies. You know what I'm saying?
I get it. I mean, if it's not like completely on camera and shit,
we can't.
You can't really say. You know what I mean? Like not to say like it's equal to this, but like I was thinking about it like somebody like one of your family member like shot up a school and it was like on video like it was them that shot up a school. Imagine not to say it will happen, but you know what I mean? Imagine like what are you gonna say then? Like free my cousin. You know what I mean?
He ain't do shit.
He ain't do shit. Like you know what I mean? Like like. When niggas go down for really sexually assaulting women and shit like that, like we don't really be like, yo, free that man, right? It'd be like, yo,
we just let the law do what it do, right? If they can, you know what I mean, conjure up something, whatever. Like you gotta let shit be what it is sometimes.
So the law is needed, right? Law and order is needed, right?
So they say. All right, but either way, man, let's get off that. But I want to talk about your relationship with CMG, man, because you used to do a lot of work with Yo Gotti and them, man, back in the day. Like, what's your relationship with them now?
I still got certain guys over there that when you around somebody for so long and shit like that, you naturally build relationships and shit like that. So, on the business side of things, something didn't work out. Right. So it's like, but a couple of my homeboy, I still got a lot of love for them. Like, I learned a lot for them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell people, like, we was able to come around at a time they was starting the company, like, damn near at the beginning. So it gave us, like, the format on how to build a company and shit like that.
Right.
So, learned a lot from it and shit like that. And, definitely, respect it and fuck with them,
Okay,
that's dope.
Like, what do you feel like the highlight of that relationship was? Like, what it really did for you as an artist?
I feel like some of the connections and shit that just like going on the road with them, because we was on the road with them for months in and coming home and going back on the road and just meeting a bunch of people in the music industry and shit like that. If anything, I feel like with them turning a company like that into a super big company like that, just watching it, the growth of it,
Right.
So like, I feel like overall around the board, definitely like learning, just a bunch of learning from it and shit like that.
Yeah, you're just soaking up game.
Yeah, game. Yeah. Come apply it and try to put it to the label,
Yeah, and then try to sign niggas and try to
do the same thing. You know what I mean?
That's dope. That's dope. But you gotta pick better niggas, man.
I don't know. What I will say is before a lot of people don't know this, but we were working something out or looking forward to working something out with CMG. They was getting a lot of his music and we was on the phone and we had a couple meetings that he didn't get to making shit like that.
Right.
But like they was listening to his music and shit like that.
Could have been life changing, man. Like for real. For a lot of niggas.
Yeah.
And that's is he from like your area, like where you grew up at and shit?
I found out later on, like as we start working, that he's from like the neighborhood that I'm from and shit like that. Like he's from around the Geneva area and shit, and I grew up around there and shit.
Right.
So yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope. But shit, man, you had a lot of relationships within the Boston music scene too, like D Money and shit like that. Like, how's your relationship now?
Yeah, D Money is like a brother. You know what I'm saying? Coming up,
he always speaks really highly of you.
Yeah. He's like a brother. It's like it used to be a bunch of us in the when you're in the studio with somebody every day, we crashing and going out and all that, and shit like that. But definitely like. It's family, man. That's all I can say.
That's
come to D. Super supportive of what he doing, shit like that.
Right. I see you and E Fish still rocking, man.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all brothers, man. So I love to see that.
I like seeing y'all together.
Definitely,
man.
yeah.
Absolutely. Y'all making the city look good and things of that nature, man.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate that and shit. You know, like a lot of my older homeboys scoop up a lot of game from them and shit like that.
Right.
So yeah.
Word.
Cause young niggas gonna look at y'all niggas, man.
Yeah.
They always gonna look at y'all niggas easily, cause especially in this rap shit, everybody want to rap now.
Yeah.
And you
I know this shit is saturated.
That's it. There's more rappers than chairs in this world. Like my nigga, everybody don't even get to sit down. Nigga, somebody you gotta tell some niggas, yo, bro, nah. How about you work on making T-shirts? Yeah, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, or design some
nigga,
shit. Give somebody
go be
else.
a plumber, nigga.
Yeah, like,
you know what I'm
yo,
saying?
you know what I
Or
mean?
some shit.
Like, learn to drive like a bus or some shit, so like, so you could drive a tour bus. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but not everybody needs to rap, right?
Yeah,
Agreed?
I agree with that. I think if you weave through it and you know, you can find what you're looking for.
Yeah,
Yeah, rap is, you know what the DJ 2 Times said? Rap is for everybody, but not that everybody need a rap.
Yeah,
Right, you know, and I love that saying, man, because, you know, it's a feel. That's what hip-hop is to me. You know what I mean? Like, I remember the first time I heard rap, you know, and I'm like, yo, this is fire.
I always, when I think of music and shit like that, I feel like I love music so much and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care who make it. It could be something my mom made or whoever. Like, if it don't touch my soul,
Right.
I don't owe nobody nothing when it comes to music. Like, either I love it or I don't.
Right. And that's fair, because it's a feeling, bro.
Yeah.
And you kind of grew up in rap, man. Like, when did you start rapping? How old was you? Because you was
probably
young.
like 12. Like, I remember
Yeah.
I was running around like rapping Snoop Dogg verses and shit to niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I remember my aunt was like, she was in the park and I didn't know she was there. A bunch of people in the park, and she was like, I was rapping it, and shit, and she was just staring at me, and I didn't know she was there and shit like that. Like you know all that. You know what I'm saying? I was rapping a Snoop verse. You know?
Yeah.
So when did you become LT? Like when was like the first body of music?
I think it became like I started looking at it as a career thing. Like when I came up, because I was born in Dallas, but I grew up in Boston. So when I came up here, probably like around 12, 13 is when I started writing, writing my own music and shit like that.
Right.
I was around a bunch of my older homies, the Fish Scale and all
Yeah,
those guys,
shout out
my
Fish
older
Scale,
brothers.
man. God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, word.
That's when I started taking it, taking it serious. I never heard myself on the radio. Put the song on the radio.
Right.
On I think it was maybe Drew Nice or one of them put it on the radio, or Chubby Chub, and I was like,
I think it might have been Chubb, because I remember like seeing you in like your artist element for the first time.
Yeah.
There was a joint. There was like a clothing store or some shit.
Yeah.
Next to Stashes or whatever. What was that shit called?
Oh yeah.
What was that shit called?
Oh, Hip Zeppy?
Threads.
Threads.
Yeah.
Right.
What are you talking about? What stashes?
Threads.
In Dorchester. Yeah.
Oh.
That's like that's Fish homeboy.
Yeah, and
yeah,
now I think that's
really
when I
spot.
met Chubb. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chubb was spinning over there. You had like a mixtape release or some shit, something like that, right? But and I'm like, damn, yo, like this nigga really got the star power. He brought the city out, because I remember getting there and the shit was packed, nigga. Like, I'm like, God damn.
Your name was definitely ringing.
Yeah.
I can remember certain times of like it being super crazy, you know?
Yeah, nah,
for
you
the city and
definitely-
shit like that.
Definitely a time where it was like Superstar LT. Like,
Yeah, man.
you had to say the whole shit.
Yeah. Supastar LT, man. Yeah, that's a fact, man. So recently you dropped Mercy on Me in 2021.
Yeah.
Right? And then I believe you dropped something before that, like a year before, like Agony.
That probably was like the hardest project, because what I was going through, just like with my artists and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like I felt like probably my best work, but at the time, and like I remember the release date coming, and then everything happening at once. You know what I'm saying? It was like got to a point where it's like, fuck what's going on in the music. Like this shit's hitting the fan. You know what I'm saying? Everything was hitting the fan. So like, yeah, but definitely one of my favorites.
Honestly, no bullshit, bro. Like that's probably my favorite body of work by you, bro. And I was like, yo, shit, like because I haven't heard a body of work from you in a little bit. Like I didn't hear the 2020 joint, but I heard Mercy on Me, and I was like, yo,
definitely one of my favorite projects. I was gonna re-put it out and shit like that, but I don't believe in just. I always want
just repackage
as an artist.
shit.
You want to just always be creating and shit. So every day I'm thinking, creating something that's, that'll stand the test of times.
I mean, not to go back to the sign of artist thing, but was that taken away from you making your music? Like,
I don't never think nobody could take away from something, because at that moment I was making a decision that I want to focus on
Gotcha.
delivering artists and shit like that. So I wouldn't say it took away,
Yeah, well,
it's a different part of the mind though. Like you know what I mean? Like, because when you're bringing on an artist, you're talking about managing a person, not just business. Like you're managing a person, bro. You know what I mean? Because there's multi levels to a person, bro.
I got kids.
But
you got kids?
that's how this shit goes. Yeah. I got
his son was on the cover of Mercy.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my nephew.
Oh, it's your nephew? Okay, I thought that was your son.
They're my sister kid, but it's like watching my nephew and shit like that. He be walking and talking like me and dressing like me. So I was like, it's perfect to put him on.
Do you have sons?
I got a son.
Okay.
Yeah,
How's your son?
I got a 13-year-old son and a 11-year-old daughter.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You done? No more kids.
Shit, if I have a good summer, I might pop another baby
Good
out.
summer.
That's crazy. Nigga said a good summer.
Yeah.
I'll be gone to November.
But let's talk about real life shit, man, because you talk about like everything happening and shit hitting the fan, and you lost somebody to you that was very dear to you and near and dear to you. Talk
Shit
to me
was,
about
that
situation, man.
I was in a relationship at the moment, and it was like while everything was going on with Rose and just we were trying to figure it out. Mm-hmm. It's like I ended up losing that. I lost her. You know what I'm saying? She passed away and shit.
Sorry
like
to hear
that.
that, brother. For real.
And it was like while I was in Boston, she was from Rhode Island and shit like that.
Yeah.
So it was like I was in Boston attending, trying to figure out what was going on, and I remember getting like a text like, "You coming back out this way?" And by the time I got back out there a few days or 3 days later, it was like that's when I had got the news and shit like that.
So what happened, if you don't mind me asking, man? Exactly.
I want to say it was probably like maybe it was pill related. You know what I'm saying, or something. And it wasn't like she was like that, but I feel like every now and then she might go out with her girls and shit like that. They try to have fun. So I just feel like maybe being unknowledged of drugs.
The garbage that's going around and shit.
Bad joints, man. They be bad joints.
Like that.
And then a nigga take a joint every Friday. They're like, every Friday I take this joint. And then my man said, yo, this time I got some good shit.
Yeah.
Good this Friday. And then it kills you.
Look,
then you die Friday night. That shit is crazy.
I've heard of situations like that, man.
Yeah, bro.
And
it was like the reason why I say I feel like it because she was Asian and her parents from out the country. So I like once it happened and they couldn't really even explain to me what was going on. Right. Or maybe they just wasn't telling me because maybe it's embarrassing. So they just said
the cultural thing.
Yeah. You know?
Damn, man. But I'm sorry for your loss, man, because that's tough.
Shit, man,
I couldn't imagine.
Yeah. At that moment, it was crazy, but like I feel like this the best me. You know what I'm saying? Like anything we go through, whether it's good or bad, I love it. You know what I'm saying? I adjust to the shit.
Right.
That's real shit right there.
That is real.
Yeah.
That's real shit. Shit.
Well, shit, man. I mean, moving on as you as a creative, man. You say you got some shit dropping, man. When are you looking to drop?
We've been in the studio working, just creating a bunch of records. I think we found one and shit. And we gonna start gearing up with the videos and the layout of everything and shit like that. Hopefully it'll be real soon. Like I wanna move ASAP on it because shit got me excited. I don't know if y'all record music, but when you record music and you hear something, it make you wanna go in.
Right.
So we gonna start planning out the video and shit like that. Fish just agreed to get on the record, so
okay. Hey. Nigga over here shaking his head.
my homeboy Hunted Bands, he gonna be on there too. So we gonna make something happen.
That's gonna sound crazy.
Yeah, record's crazy, definitely.
Well, that's dope, man. That's dope, man. And like, do you? So as far as like you working with a lot of people because you've been around, you know what I'm saying? Like, are there any like artists from out here that you would want to work with, type shit?
I love the music scene and just like creating and shit like that. So, I love what everybody doing and shit like that. When I think about music, I don't necessarily go in it like, oh, if it's somebody I want to work with. Like if we link and we vibe, somebody pop up to the studio.
Right.
I'm always with working. There ain't no specific names or nothing like that. But I really just stay with my camp and my team of niggas. You know, what
gotta
I'm
be
saying?
organic type shit.
Yeah.
All right, I respect that. I respect that, man. So as far as the shit going on in the world, man, I kind of want to get your perspective on some shit.
Y'all want to talk about the
Submarines
shit first? Shit. Let's
I
rest
think
in
that's
peace.
crazy.
Because you know they got smoked.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
smoked.
yeah. I
They
don't
smoked.
think they-
They found them imploded.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. They found them imploded, right?
I mean,
All right. So check.
come on, kick it off, Cass.
So check it. So the submarine is the size of that couch, pretty much. Probably a little
Nah,
bit.
come on, those five niggas in there. It got to be bigger than that.
It was probably a little bit. Probably I don't know.
Maybe this section that we sitting in right now.
Yeah, probably this right here.
Yeah.
And there's one window,
Yeah.
small window, and it's right there, and it's only for the bathroom, right? That window. So when we go to see
So hold on, explain that.
This
to
shit.
me.
This is your definition of this. What you
This
think?
is
this
the no. This
you
is
seen
what.
it?
This is the
I ain't
submarine.
seen the pictures,
So
I'm
the
like-
submarine is a tube. It's just a tube. That's it. It's a tube with one window.
Yeah.
Right.
And that window, there's a bathroom. And the bathroom
I'm
is
so confused, nigga. What do you mean that one window? So you shitting in the window?
so look, no, you're not shitting in the window, but
Oh,
there's a
alright.
shitter. There's a shitter where you sit. And where you sit, you're looking out the window. You're looking out the only window when you sit and you shit. And there's something that blocks you off from the other passengers on this death machine.
Okay.
So these niggas, when they see the Titanic, it's gonna be on a screen. They not gonna actually see the Titanic. Like they gonna, they only gonna see it on a digital screen from a camera outside the shit.
Right.
Okay.
These niggas paid $250,000
Yeah.
each.
person.
It's 5 people on that bitch.
Yeah.
My nigga, what the fuck is going on?
Now, how many people of color was on that?
0.
Yeah.
0. Come on. That's
Yeah, 'cause that,
Imagine you being a billionaire. You spending $250,000 to get on the submarine to go see the ruins of a ship that's been underwater for over 100 years.
I'm not doing no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't if it's heights or the water and shit like that.
I just been trying to make sense of it, and I just feel like they rich and they just did it for the price. They're like, yo, you know how much it is to go see the Titanic? How much is it?
Nah,
It's the most ballerish shit ever.
You know what I mean? $250,000. Fuck it, let's go. You know what I mean? He brought his fat ass stepson, right? Or his kids.
But I think when you got that type of money, maybe the things that excite you in life be different than, you know what I'm saying? The views.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's because, like, what haven't I done?
Yeah.
Shit.
You want
know
to try
what I mean?
that experience.
Nigga's a billionaire.
Right.
So he's probably like,
I have.
what is it? What is it that you want to do? There's nothing that I can't afford.
Right.
Size life, nigga.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
It's tough for me, my nigga, because that's the most expensive ticket you ever pay to die.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and then the owner of the whole idea went with him. I think that nigga went because he didn't want to get sued in case it went wrong.
Didn't they have their kids on there with them?
Yeah,
that's
one.
what made for me. That's what made the shit like.
How old are these kids?
I don't know.
One kid. He looked like he
Nah,
was
I think 2 of them had their kids.
Really?
Yeah, two of the one was a millionaire, if I'm correct, but one was a millionaire, one was a billionaire, and they both brought their kids with them, and then it was the driver,
Right.
the tube or whatever. So I think that's the part that fucked me up, kids.
Damn.
So what's crazy is like, so I hear like towards the end when they running out of oxygen, cause I've seen it in movies, like it's real shit. Like they just get delirious. So they probably think like they made it out. They probably like really like
Before they lit. We good.
Before they died, they was like, you know, going through a whole movie in their head, nigga, and then they died. Like,
I mean,
not,
look,
that's not a terrible way to die.
You know, death is never funny, but like,
That's not a terrible way to go out, though.
I just think it's wild, like, you know, like the whole idea of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like this ain't no NASA funded shit.
Yeah.
This ain't no, you know what I mean, government funded idea. It's literally a rich nigga playing with niggas' lives type shit.
I heard the shit was controlled by a remote.
Yeah. A Logitech remote control that you play video games
like
with.
that, as the shit going down, like
To go up, to go down.
Yeah, I think you just navigate through, you know, like whatever. Like
what it went off.
it's a simulation type shit. Yeah.
Shit's crazy.
Bro.
That's crazy.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
And then you bolted me inside? Like you got all these for what? I could never get out?
Yeah.
Cause the pressure? I mean, why am I going down there? I ain't a fish. I'm not. Like, what the
I ain't fucking with no shit like that.
Rest in peace to those people, though.
Yeah, R.I.P. to those,
R.I.P.
you know,
to
those 5 people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P. to those people, man. It's unfortunate, but
niggas ain't never doing that
it was
for
a real
long
foolish,
time.
foolish way to die, man.
And then, you know, you got my sports. You know what I mean? We traded Marcus Smart.
You big on sports?
Yeah. I ain't super big on sports.
I'm happy.
Why
Y'all
you
not gonna
clapping
clap
for that?
Definitely the
yo,
Celtics.
All right, we gonna whatever.
Get rid of Marcus
You want to
Smart.
simulate the clap?
Yeah, get rid of Marcus Smart. Yeah, bro, we done lost in the conference finals, in the finals.
Yo, you know what makes me the maddest about it? I feel like they excite me like it's gonna happen, like we gonna go for it,
and they disappoint you. So we gotta break it up, and I'd rather it be Marcus Smart than JT or JB, bro. So if it's anybody to like stir up shit, get Marcus Smart out of there, bro. He wasn't even defensive player of the year. Like, come on, man. Derek White was a better defensive player this year than Marcus Smart. Derek White was a better offensive and defensive player than Marcus Smart this year. Like, Derek White showed us.
Smart, I be expecting more from him. When he have if he have a good game, it's like but when he off, but I feel like Tatum is like that too. So it's like
they're very spotty.
Yeah,
more
consistent with just the play.
They're gonna make another move. We need a point guard.
So we got Porzingis.
Yeah, we got Porzingis.
How y'all feel about that?
I mean, he's young. He played 62 games last year, so I expect him to do the same this year. And Sun's gonna average, 18 and 10. That's what I'm expecting. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like
pray for the parlays.
Nah, center.
Oh,
yeah, Kristaps Porzingis. He got drafted by the Knicks. Remember, he was the unicorn. He was the nigga. He was put back slam. But then he had 2 knee surgeries. You know what I mean? Ended up on the Wizards. When niggas end up on the Wizards, bro, there's something about that area, bro. Like, niggas like, yo, son, nah. So niggas broke into my car. I got robbed. I'm 7 feet tall. I got robbed. Like,
DC?
Yeah,
DC.
So nigga had to get up out of there. So but we need a point guard. But I don't know who we gonna get, man. So it's a struggle.
Who's our point guard now?
It's gonna be goddamn.
Who's our point guard all year? Come on,
Marcus Smart.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, I mean Derek White's gonna be our starting point guard.
I think that was crazy how they came back.
But we need
games and shit like that.
Oh, right. You know what I mean? But that goes back to what you were saying, nigga. It's like niggas got it literally was a mind fuck. You thought something was gonna come out of it, and then
come on, bro.
To just get murdered game 7, bro.
That shit broke my heart.
Y'all think now that the sport betting out and shit, it dictate how the games is gonna go and shit?
I think there's some influence there.
I mean, the referees, that's fucked up. They should let niggas bet on themselves. Like, if I'm a bet, if a player is gonna bet, like, fuck it, just let him bet on himself. Like, that's it. That's just let him bet on himself. That's it. You know
putting up 30 tonight.
Yeah, that's it. Like, that would just motivate the game. But they shit on it. Nah, I don't. They strict on that shit. They strict on that shit. So
I had seen some shit on, I think it was on Netflix, and it was like the college players. Was betting. What was that? Y'all know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, there was a couple. There was a couple joints. The whole Goodfellas, Henry Hill, and what's his name? The nigga he was fucking with.
The Nero's character?
Nero's character. He actually was betting on Boston College. They had some Boston College kids who was giving it up.
Yeah.
Who was they say they weren't, but they was laying down. So you know what I mean? And then there was the referee.
Right.
Dunavy, who was fucking, you know what I mean, betting on the fucking games and shit like that. maybe there is some other shit, but now that FanDuel's happening and all that shit, like
I definitely think it's influence. But
yeah, it's a $1 billion business. It's crazy, and these players are dumb as shit too, bro. So like niggas be really out here. Look at our cornerback from the Patriots.
Right, I was gonna get into that. Yeah,
Fucking
so
Jack
I was talking about that shit earlier.
That
like,
nigga, how you got 2 illegal guns in your bag
At the
airport? This is where 9/11 started, homeboy. Like, we will never let shit happen again. Like, nigga.
But my thing is like, what's the purpose?
what was homeboy that killed himself in jail? It was like that type.
Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez, yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Niggas just.
Odin Lloyd was my man, so that's a sensitive topic for me. You know what I'm
really?
saying? Yeah. Went to high school with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I even like lived 2 houses down from the nigga at one point. You know what I mean? Like that was really my man. So like,
But he knew he was crazy too.
yeah, of course, everybody did. Everybody that was around him knew he was kind of tapped.
Let me ask y'all this:
It's a CTE?
If you if you grow up in the hood, right, when the money apply, you think it's gonna change the mentality, or like, what's your thoughts on that?
I think you should sharpen. I think everything should get sharpener. Like everything should get tighter. Everything you do. Like if you move with a weapon, like you move with a weapon tighter. You know what I'm saying? Like if you
Like your man's got the weapon,
yeah,
not
like,
you.
you know what I mean? Like it's just like you going to an airport. You about to carry your bag on a
Yeah,
carry-on.
be smart,
like,
nigga. Like what are we doing?
I'm not talking about your bag that you check in. Like if a nigga check my bag in, I don't know. But if your carry-on bag, like you a rich nigga, like playing for the Patriots, or you know what I mean?
Imagine you going through TSA,
Yo,
right?
There's a gun in your bag.
Right. Like, yo, what's up, my nigga? Like, oh shit, yo, I love what you doing, blah, blah, blah. You zip your shit,
Cat Williams, right?
nigga.
There's a
Crazy.
gun in this bag. Like, yeah,
What we doing,
and I
right?
done heard it happen to rich niggas. Like, I heard it happen to Jewels. You know what I mean? It's
I
like
seen that shit too.
it's just like, geez, like, where's the attention at? What are you paying attention to, bro?
Yeah. There has to be a level of professionalism, my nigga. Whether you're a professional gangster or you're a professional entertainer or whatever the case may be, my nigga. Like, you gotta be right and tight when it comes to that shit. You got bread now. You got people depending on you. You got organizations depending on you. You got all types of shit. So it's like, come on, man, what are we doing? Like, you ain't that nigga in the hood no more.
What made me happy when I seen nothing but when I seen him was Rosemary. When I seen that spiky gold hair going, I was like, I clapped it up.
Let's go.
I was like, yes,
Clap it up for Rosemary.
Yes, my man gonna get that minimum. My man's gonna get that minimum. God damn it.
She probably charging him something crazy. What was the retainer? $250,000?
I know before she was a hunter, but I know
Was
now.
she from out there, Quincy? Was she?
Yeah, I think something like that, yeah.
So she the one that beat the nigga, the trial 4, whatever nigga. Was it right?
Who?
Trial 4? The nigga from the Walgreens?
Right. Yeah.
So she beat that case on Netflix, and ever since then, nigga.
Nah, but before that, she
Her
was
name be
lit.
ringing in the hood.
Nah, but that Netflix shit went crazy.
Yeah, it made her go viral.
It made her go crazy, because when niggas was like, yo, what's that bitch name from Netflix? I was like, oh, you
Get
see
her.
it? Yeah.
Get the spiky hair.
I know niggas that went 100, you know what I mean? 100 for her. I know she charged that nigga a quarter, but she
Gotta
worked.
be crazy.
I hope he get the minimum, but he ain't probably gonna play football this year.
Probably not. It's a wrap for that nigga, man. But
He could
you know,
come- he could come back.
hopefully,
He could come back.
Hopefully, he get out that situation unscathed and all of that, man.
Yeah. Shit,
But-
I don't care what the crime is. I hope
Right,
you beat it.
right. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, if you could beat the system, nigga, whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I hope. You know what I mean? Black man. You know what I'm saying?
2 guns though.
Two of them shits.
That nigga thought he was
Wizards,
Blade.
pause.
Probably had some issues in the NFL. He was
I mean,
moving
but
right.
dog, it's the CTE. That's what it is. It's too many concussions. Them niggas is seeing shit. He's
Nah,
battling
you think
demons.
that plays a that gotta play a part though. You keep getting
Absolutely.
hit
Oh, for sure. Like,
over time. That shit probably fuck with your brain and
Yes.
shit.
oh
Like,
nah, absolutely.
Yes.
I truly believe that shit has something
Yes.
to play with it. But at the same time, it's also about the company you keep too, man. Like you got niggas letting you do wild shit like that. Like come on, man. Like you should have people around you that literally is helping you stay on the right path. And especially when you at that level. You talking about cornerback for the New England
You having
Patriots.
too many yes men at that level.
Aaron Hernandez, I'm like,
he had too
this
many
nigga
yes men. Them two niggas he was just crash dummies.
And not only
He
that,
was a
but
crash
even
dummy.
even the fucking Patriots organization just kind of like turned the other cheek on that shit with him. Because they knew about all his crazy ass background and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Like with Aaron, like they knew that the nigga was wild card.
But nigga,
and
football,
they still gave him a crazy ass contract.
You know what I mean? Football players, football players are the only players that go through as much real shit like outside, like real like live shit.
That's them tackles.
Yeah, bro. It's all that head.
Yeah, that
concussions. Yeah, I mean, all that trauma, bro. They go through shit.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? They deal with the anxiety of sometimes not being known as a football player because they play with their helmet on all the time. So they be outside like, nigga, you know who I am? Nah,
Right.
I don't know who the fuck you are, nigga. And then they get choked out by a lineman.
It's kind of hard to miss him. They the biggest nigga in the club.
You know what I mean? Sometimes,
You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you don't know, man. Like, I don't be noticing, like, I used to work at a club. I didn't know none of these MLS players. New England Revolution.
Yeah.
Them niggas would be so upset. Look at my card. Like,
All right, nigga. I can't pronounce your name.
Niggas, soccer niggas be mad.
Nigga said, you got 20 letters in your name.
Ja Morant.
Oh, you want to talk about Ja Morant?
Same thing.
See, I mean, Ja, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about Ja. Ja's young, and he's from a small country. He's a country nigga, bro. He's from a small town. Like, if they have Ja Morant Day, it's to whoop his ass, bro. Like,
So if you had a young nigga like Ja Morant, what would you tell him?
I'll probably try to put people around to try to, you know what I'm saying?
but what would you say to him? What would you tell Ja Morant? If Ja Morant's your little cousin.
Hello?
Like, nigga, you
You
living
dumb nigga.
you living crazy, nigga. You tripping right now. Something like that, you know what I'm saying? But more so just try to give them like guidance, like, nah, you know, maybe have somebody around that to move like that, you know?
Right. And I think that's really what it comes down to, man. Like I was saying, bro. Don't ride around
But
with
let
the
me
joint.
ask y'all this: if you from a state where you know like everybody got
tote your
guns,
gun.
you know
Texas.
what I'm saying? I don't really think that it should be an issue like that. If
I am
you know,
all for the Second Amendment, my guy.
and you a celebrity. I think every celebrity should be
should-
licensed to carry, and I
I
don't
think you
it should be a
should
big
tote
deal.
all your guns.
Yeah.
I think you should hold nothing less than 100 shots. But I don't think you need
How
to
much
put
money
it
they
out.
gave him?
A lot. But I don't feel like you need to, put it on the web. Why you putting it on the net? Why you holding it to the net? Like,
Because that's what
that's what young niggas
is
doing. But you don't do that when you got that much money.
What if he
Nigga.
had an endorsement by the NRA? Does it make it all right?
I feel like when you give them that much money though, like it kind of they don't care about all that other shit.
We're
'cause
disregarding the NBA as a business, my nigga.
Absolutely.
The NBA is a business. Kids watch the NBA.
Right.
Yeah.
Kids want to be Ja
the money.
Morant.
I don't think it's right, but I think when you
So-
give somebody that much money and they that young, it's on like fuck around get somebody $80 million at a young age. I feel like he's looking at it like I don't give a fuck about them endorsements. Y'all done gave me the money now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm already
$80
rich.
million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or
I mean,
however they gonna,
Michael Jordan said it. He ain't no role model.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He said it. He was like, nigga, I ain't.
Yeah, you know, I feel like with sports, they start become a star basketball player or football player. He's kind of thrown on you, you know.
But do you ever think about shit like that for yourself? Like, I mean, because like at this point in your career,
Yeah,
you gonna be seen as the big homie. So like,
yeah.
do you make a conscientious decision to carry yourself in a certain way?
I just try to make sure when I move with within time. I just been able to maneuver out. Even when it come to my homeboys, I know who's gonna act what way, who's gonna act up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna have a whole bunch of them with me, but I'm gonna have one or two of them with me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you're like, Tay ain't getting invited to this one.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? Because you gotta know who your niggas are and how they gonna react to
Everybody
certain situations.
can't go, man.
Yeah, it's true.
That'd be a tough pill for
Have
niggas to swallow.
that could be a problem. You know what I'm
That'd
saying?
be a tough, niggas.
But how do you decipher who does what? Like, because that also comes back to like you creating a team and you being the leader of that team. Like,
I think when I move and shit like that, for the most part, I try to make sure I'm moving with my close niggas that I kind of know who's going. You know, like I said, I had one or two. Shit, I had this nigga with me and I had Rose with me.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I know
The same two. That's the only two you can think of.
I know, nigga. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
All right, that's real, man. I respect that, man.
But still not just, you know, even with somebody that can be like that, still not having them on crash mode unless it's completely necessary, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
But shit, man, what you want to come up here and talk about, man? Like, you got anything you want to get off your chest?
New music, like I said, I'm gearing up to drop some new music and shit like that, and I figured it'd be perfect time to do the podcast and shit. I keep bumping into you in certain places.
Word.
I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come do it and shit like that. So I think it's perfect time. I'm about to put out some music, and I had to come holler at y'all. Y'all got to, y'all shit's fly. Like
appreciate
I said.
you, bro, for real, man.
Appreciate
doing
you.
y'all thing.
That means a lot, man, for real, because, you know, again, like, you know, we watch you do your thing, man, and, you know, respect is respect,
that,
bro. You know what I mean?
Do.
The grind is, watching the grind means everything.
Yeah,
I mean, when, just seeing a nigga shine is like, all right.
I only care about like the groundwork of things, like the build up. Like if it get there, I probably don't care for it no more. Like I gotta go back to the ground level to rebuild it. And I constantly gotta be working towards something that, you know what I'm saying, that excite me and shit like that.
Because you already figured out a way to live good. You know what I'm saying? So like that, you know, that's part of the battle. You know what I mean? When you a young nigga and you're like trying to navigate through life and figure shit out, you're like, all right.
I also feel like even when you know what I'm saying, you could get to a certain space where you living good, but that can also become comfortable sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta constantly balance myself. Yeah. Or, you know, try to balance out. Make sure you grinding.
That's real shit.
Yeah. Y'all niggas is living good too.
We doing all right. We doing all right. We doing all right, man. But if you had to describe, like, you know, what you working on right now, like your music, in you know, like 3 words, man, what would you think those words would be?
Get money shit. Always my story, and just motivational. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just in a space in my life. I just want the money and motivate the niggas, me, myself, and the niggas around me. From the niggas above me to my young niggas, just push forward and make something happen where, you know.
I get it.
Motivational shit, you know what I'm saying? Just get everything to the bag. That's the type of time we on.
All right, I respect it, man.
Big white ship.
Yeah, you know.
He came through clean.
This podcast will hit you in a second.
You see, you know, important niggas always pick up phone calls when they up here and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo. But shit, man, anything you want to give us before we sign out, man?
Supastar LT, I'm happy to be here. I got a new single coming. It's called Championship, featuring Big Homie Fish and my homeboy 100 Bands. And shit, man. Hopefully before the summer up, we gonna give y'all some fly shit and turn shit up and, you know, make something happen.
Let's get it, baby.
Like
All right.
I like that. Respect, bro. You know that goes a long way, man. You know what I mean? Always love, bro. You welcome up here anytime, my nigga.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything you need from us, bro, you let us know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, man.
Shout out to Z in the building.
Shout out C, Big Z, not the little one.
Shout out my young homeboy. We've been running around in his hustlers' clothing and shit.
Yeah, I like that. Look real good. Good hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Good material. You know what I'm saying? Come on, get Z up here, man. She gonna do a little promo. You know what I'm saying? Ow. Okay. Hey. Wow. All right. Well, shit, man. This is CWTFB Radio, man. I'm Charlie Machine. This is my right-hand man, Cash. No motherfucking sense.
Chiz and Cash.
Man. Chiz and Cash, man.
Niggas know you need cash, man.
Come on, man. Episode 179, man. We had LT in the building. And we out of here, man. We love y'all. Let's get it.